All right. Let's see here.
We're on live.
What it do, good people.
Hello, beautiful people.
It's been a minute.
Yes, yes.
It's your
I
country.
know, say it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. You want to say how long?
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
See what we look like. All right. We need a little gram. All right. So, look, we just had to come on. It's 15 days. We're 15 days into 2023.
It's a new year.
It's a new
It's a
year.
new year. But you know what? It's a new year because it's just 20. It's 12 months
Yes.
from the last 12 months.
Look at the last two.
Right. So every day is really a
a
new
new year, hands down.
truly. Okay, so
It's the end of the day.
it's the end of the day.
It's time to go to bed. It's time to lay it down.
Listen.
It's time to cheat.
But you are really, looking at the fact that this is, it's a new day, it's a new year.
Yeah.
And so, we just wanted to do a check-in.
Had to do a check-in.
Gotta do a check-in.
The saying is always new year, new you.
Yeah.
All right. Is there a new you and a new boo or whatnot for my single people? All right.
Okay. All right.
Shut up. Not even just the single people. Is it a new boo for my married folk?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Am I becoming a new boo for my boo thing?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you scared me. You scared me. I was a little concerned.
Concerned, scared that I was going to trade her in. Maybe I'm going to trade in.
That wasn't where I was going, but
Okay.
okay. Somebody's getting in trouble.
Oh, it's the end of the day, baby.
It's the end of the day. That's the blame. Okay, we're gonna blame it on the end of the day.
One of them days.
Mhm.
Yeah, but no, how am I showing up? Am I a boo thing, a thing boo, a boo boo, or a thing thing? What? But it's
There are choices. Those are choices.
there are choices
What
in
do
this
you
matter,
choose?
right? We 15 days. Yes, we 15 days in, y'all.
Yeah.
15 days in, y'all. Where you at
Mm,
in your relationship?
yeah. And how's it going so far? How's your January?
Yes.
What you say? What is January? January. Right?
Yes.
So how is January for you so far? We want to do a check-in, relationship-wise, and of course, we just want to check in on our couples, our singles, and just see how you're doing.
How is it going?
Yeah, what's it
How
looking
can
like
we
for
help? I'm telling you, if you want something, have you reflected on last year?
you? Or is it just another continual day,
Am I
another continual year?
another cycle?
Because we'll get. I did a little sort of live the other day, and it'll be coming out soon. But really and truly, 2023 is no different than 2022. If we're not pursuing anything different than we did 2022 by 2023, you follow me?
That's right.
So, what are we pursuing for ourselves so far?
Are we continuing your vision? Because maybe you're continuing your vision. Are you staying committed? Are you staying in the trenches?
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to be married? Do you want to take your marriage to another level? What's going on?
Yeah.
Are we continuing? Again, I keep going back to cycles.
Yeah.
I got I got Jonathan
Jonathan
McReynolds.
McReynolds.
He in my background. Cycles. I ain't gonna try to do
Try.
that. Yeah. I got the joyful noise.
They ain't ready.
I got the noise down. I'm not too
Right.
keen on the joy.
And I'm gonna stop because
Yeah.
they ain't ready.
They ain't ready for all that.
They ain't ready.
Ready for that glory. Understand? But look, these are some serious questions you want to ask yourself. There's some things coming down the pipe. We want to keep you abreast on, but we want you to be thinking about it now. Where are you with your finances? Where are you beyond finances? Because we be trying to get the bag, and we just disrespecting this, dissing bait.
Right. discounted.
Yeah, discounted, not paying attention to the bank, which is the key to legacy, right? Because the bag can come and go. That good book stated that finances or riches can take on wings like a bird and fly away.
Right. And and is it where we heard a first lady years ago say, no money, no honey?
Yeah, well, we're not gonna get into that kind of abuse, that financial abuse. That's financial abuse,
because it's real.
But it's real. It's true. It's true. We face these things. So, but we want to deal with that in balance. We just had the love and money right before the holidays. We know y'all bills coming in, them credit card bills coming in. Yeah, you realizing how much you spent during Christmas, and it's like, and it's probably causing some riffraff, some situations. Yeah. Situationships in your relationship.
Some situationships.
Yes. I mean, it's all real. It's all real.
There you have it.
It's all real.
Yes.
So, we want to be of assistance.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
We want to be of assistance for you to break those cycles.
Yeah, because it's a whole lot that's going on, of course, in our world, and so for us, with all of the different things that we see happening. Everything goes all the way back to the family.
Yeah.
It goes back to the home. And whether you are single or whether you are married, whatever, state you find yourself in, we know that these things that are happening in our world are coming back and it's hitting home. Yes. So how are we handling it? Mm-hmm. How are we handling it? How are we managing it? How are we managing ourselves? So we just want to do a check-in to kind of see where you are as an individual, and just what it is that you are that you're putting in place.
That's right.
Because we have to be intentional, and we've got to be, become aware of where we are, so that we'll know where we want to go. Because if this is the beginning, as they say, beginning of a new year, right? With, as you said, 15 days in, just how far do you want to see yourself go in this, in the days and months ahead?
Right. So then, what are some red flags? What are some things that I can, say flag on the plate? And that I'm prepared to change, prepared to, like your word is, adjust.
Right. Because ain't nobody changing me.
Right. To the
I will make adjustments.
So anyway, in other news, back to you, Bob.
We have to consider that. What is it that we're willing to, we're willing to adjust. We're willing to make those changes, because changes are necessary and changes are inevitable for all of us. Right? It's a part of life. And so as we see life around the shift, life around us is changing. And so how are you managing things that are shifting around you and that are affecting your relationship?
Yes.
With yourself or with your, what you call it, your boo?
Yeah, your boo thing, your thing boo, your boo boo, or your thing thing.
Okay. And all of them?
All of them. So what's going on there? What are some things that you can look back on and decide that I'm going to do something different? That I'm going to do something different.
Yes.
I'm going to, and some of these things, y'all, you're going to need some help. I seen this card game. It's a wonderful card game for couples. But if you don't have the tools to for proper communication, some of the questions that are asked, they can start a fight. I love the cards. I love it. But if you don't have the tools to be able to, navigate or even ask that question, know your spouse or know your partner enough to know how to ask that question. Because some of them are kind of accusatory. But you need some assistance with that.
So, I'm kind of with you because some of the things I've seen, like a lot of these games that have come out,
Yeah.
for
Them game
couples,
cards.
and they have different, they're different ones.
Date
Like
night cards.
right. But I've seen some of them tackle some really hard questions, and it's
Yes.
like, I wonder how did they leave
Yes.
that party, that couple's, engagement, right? The couple's party.
Did not date night and turn into fight night?
Right.
I was like,
because you gotta, especially when communication is already an issue.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
When sometimes there's something that could already be an issue.
Yes.
And there's other, I call them undercurrents, right?
Mhm.
There are undercurrents in relationships. And so, when you're in situations like that and you don't have like mediation, you don't have someone to help you navigate, you could be really setting, a fire.
Yes, and doing more damage to a relationship that you desire, and that is actually good for you.
Yeah,
right?
I see that.
But because you don't know how to handle it. My shop teacher back in the day, I won't say how far back in the day, but back in the day, my shop teacher told us, he told us about this doctor that he had met that, he had graduated, and earned his doctor. He was a medical doctor, got his first job, and one of his things that he did to celebrate his accomplishment was went out and bought a Porsche 911, right?
Okay.
He drove it for almost a year.
Okay.
He drove it for almost a year before the engine seized.
Wait.
Yeah, the engine seized up.
This was a brand
new car.
Okay.
That
I'm seeing problems
the
already.
dealership, right? The dealership told him, hey, you need to change the oil. We needed to change the oil. And a Porsche 911, you're celebrating. I mean, I'm sure he broke 100, 120 once or twice. Well, if there's no new oil, no fresh oil, and the oil filter is clogged up.
Oh, wow.
The problem? That was the problem. He never went and had regular maintenance. In a brand new car.
Speak on that.
Okay,
yeah.
So in your journey through life, your relationship is the vehicle by which you are experiencing life.
Yes.
Right? How are you maintaining it?
Yeah.
What are you ready for? Because you are ready to, go different places. You got to work. You're accomplishing your vision. You're doing this. You're doing that.
Yeah.
You take care of your vehicles, right? You make sure there's gas. Let's forget about even the regular routine maintenance, because some people ain't doing that too.
Okay.
But you putting some gas in it because you know you got to go somewhere.
Right.
You know you have some goals and what you want to do, and so on and so forth. Get you some gas.
Yeah. And that's my question. Yeah, is what are we ready for? Like, what are you ready for in your existence? What are you ready for regarding
just as a person?
Yeah, as a person, as an individual, what are you ready for? Are you ready for, some exciting things to, stir up and start happening with your job? Are you ready for some more loving in your relationships? Are you ready for some more intimate times, even with your children, right? Because intimacy is not just for couples, right? Intimacy is for all of your relationships. We have those times.
And intimacy is not sex.
It is not sex.
With this climate.
Yes, intimacy is not sex. So with that in mind, we are able to have intimate relationships and intimate interactions with the people in our lives that matter to us.
Right, like getting into their world.
Getting into their world, right, with our children, right? What are you ready for? And what are you preparing for?
Right. Do you know your child's favorite color? When the last time you watched a movie that they wanted to watch? When was the last time y'all even played? I mean, that's great. Now, if you're a dad and your kids are into video games, hey, cool beans. Getting into video games. But what about even board games? going old school in the
Really?
board games, because you interacting. There's no controllers that you're interacting, especially like Monopoly. You really, teach some life lessons on getting that bag
Yes.
with Monopoly.
Yeah. And some of these other games that, perhaps you may have grown up on and your children have never been introduced to. Or what games that you have in your house, that y'all may have played that I probably didn't,
Right.
and that we can introduce those to each other.
Yeah.
I know one for me is Triple E. Have you ever heard of Triple E? See, I need to change his life.
Change my life, girl. But look, back to the couples though.
The couples. The
Because
people.
believe you me, if the relationship at the head is tight, it'll flow down to the rest of the body.
That's it, and
Right.
that's what it's about.
So these are questions that you want to ask on what are you getting geared up for
Yeah. What you ready?
for the rest of this time for and again, like Elaine said in the beginning, today there's going to be is the new year since last January 15th.
Yeah.
So let's get going. Let's look. Let's be proactive in our relationships. Let's be proactive, especially in our partners, our single people. Be proactive in developing you, and preparing yourself for the next phase of life. Now, I didn't say that you live to be chose. No, you continue living, and then you will be chose.
That's the secret right there.
I gave you that free. I gave him that free.
Listen,
I gave him that free.
That was free.
I gave him that free because see, some of us, according to our tradition and our beliefs in the scripture, is some of you have made your single search an idol.
See,
and the Father,
you give it
give it too much.
You give it too much.
Gone too far.
You've gone too
Pump the
far.
brakes.
Right.
Okay. Look.
But yeah, I mean, you're so right.
But yes, so we don't want you going back to your old exes, old toxic relationship. But your Valentine's Day is coming up and everything, and I ain't got no boo thing. I already done went through the holidays, and Ray wasn't acting right. Peter Wheatstraw wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing, and everything. Laquita, she wasn't acting right, man.
I'm still stuck on Peter Wheatstraw, but okay.
Anyway,
so
gotcha. We don't want you going back to them old busted relationships.
Yeah.
We want you to develop you first.
Absolutely.
And E Square, Eric and Elaine, we do serve singles. We got some things with our young ladies. Our daughters are coming out strong. Talking about that relationship. Them girls out there fishing.
Yeah.
Talking about kids how to fish.
And that's a part of, again, what are you preparing for?
Oh, wait a minute. I need to clarify.
Yeah.
They not fishing for men. They fishing for souls.
Oh, okay.
All right. So they fishing for.
Absolutely. Thank you for the clarity.
Yeah, I got to clarify because they're going to come and talk. They're going to talk. We need to have a talk.
Yeah, excuse us. Right. But really, and that's, the whole part about it is, what are we preparing for? We're teaching them, to, hey, prepare for what you want to see, for what you want that that you desire and you deserve.
Hands
right?
down.
And again, to make something different from what was 12 months ago. How are you going to do something different? And what does it take? What does it require of you? Because it requires something of us all the time. And we, stop the cycles. We got to get off the merry-go-rounds. Well, it requires something.
That's right.
From us.
Mm-hmm.
And so again, it's our heart's desire to really see every relationship, no matter who it is, to be striving and thriving, because we can have healthy relationships.
Heal that. Be able to repair.
Yeah.
Is the key.
That's the thing.
Be able to repair. So, but look, we just want to come on here right quick. Look, we want to close the door on old habits and old cycles.
Yeah, we're closing
that we've come from out of the last 12 months and everything, and begin and eliminate the guesswork. You have folks who can help you eliminate the guesswork.
Yes.
even some of your greats, like the Tom Brady, he had a coach, right? LeBron James had a coach.
Every truly successful person had a coach, a mentor, someone, or even if it was a family member, somebody that they had to look to give them that extra push, that support. That's definitely what we all need.
And it's time for us to manifest what the desires that the Father has given us.
Absolutely.
Into this natural realm.
Absolutely.
All right, and we want to be there to support you. Now, look. If you know anybody who, maybe you're single, you're in a serious relationship, serious dating relationship, and you guys may be considering getting married, well, we have an online course that's available for you right now.
Yes.
Available for you right now. We got 16 days at the coupon. I put the coupon code in there. I didn't have it in here, but we will have a coupon code in there for you to get 23% off of the service and everything. You're going to look at your personality. You're going to look at, especially like we just said, vision
and your dreams.
You're going to look at your dreams. Are you all even dreaming? Well, you all even expecting the same thing?
Yes, and are we having those discussions?
Those hard conversations.
You know, those dreams, those things that we've had, hidden, that we haven't talked about in ages. Are we reigniting those dreams and having those conversations about it?
Yes.
And even our fears. What are, we have to listen. Know one thing, we all know, and if you are believers like we are, like when we say we believe in the scripture, if you know that fear is not something that we're supposed to have, He did not give us, the Father didn't give us the spirit of fear.
Yes, not.
So when we're talking about the reality of it, when you are with your couple, with your spouse, as a couple rather, you are to talk about those things, because you can actually be vulnerable enough to share some of those things that you wouldn't ordinarily share with others. So are we having those conversations? Because it is time. Because we've got to be the support that each other need.
Hands down.
In order to do what's next.
Hands down. And we are, again, we are here. All right, so it's good to see you guys in the chat.
Yes.
Melissa, Naama, good to see you in the chat. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. Melissa say, sounds like y'all are hosting a couple's virtual communication game night. Boy, that's a long title.
Okay. And is that a request, Melissa? Is that a request?
That's a request. Now, we did Love and Money last year. Well, in December. Yes, we did Love and Money. We can bring Love Money. We can bring Love and Money back. And
we might even do something in person.
Yeah.
Y'all just stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. So with that, y'all, listen, it's time to go to the next level in your relationship, or even in your single, in your singlehood, being ready and prepared as Rachel was. Remember, Rachel was handling her business. She wasn't sitting waiting on Isaac.
Right,
No, she was handling her business and got fired. All right. So anyway, I ain't gonna go anymore. Look,
I'm about to go, but I'm gonna keep them tamed, y'all.
Keep it
but
situated.
Y'all listen, we appreciate y'all for taking out the time for stopping in on the live.
Yes.
Stay tuned, because again, like we said, we've been praying for our relationships, because it's like we said, it's a lot going on in our world, and we know this.
People are being on the
and so and we don't want to miss or skip over the fact that there are so many that are hurting right now, the loss of loved ones and children and so much is going on.
Houston last
Houston has been
45 days.
Yeah, Houston has been
45.
And so we've got to not only prepare our minds and our what we're doing, our actions, we've got to prepare spiritually as well. So we're here for it.
All right, now look, hit that like button. All right, if you hadn't subscribed to the channel, go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, follow us on well, you can't follow us on YouTube.
Well, whatever you do what you do.
Right.
To
do all that.
With what we do.
And we just launched the Clubhouse, so y'all, we're gonna be talking in the Clubhouse. We're gonna be talking for real. Yes. Low down, the real deal Holyfield.
Not the low down.
The hugging low down. No, not the hugging low down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's keep right there. But it's gonna be a whole lot of fun, y'all. Yeah. We look forward to seeing you all. All right.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.